It's hard to imagine life without one of your 5 senses, but that is the uneasy truth for our next guest as she struggles with slowly losing her sight forever.
My name is Krystyn. I'm 28 years old, and I'm beginning to go blind. When I was 15, sophomore year in high school, my vision started to just get a little foggy. I was diagnosed with keratoconus and early onset glaucoma. The doctors told me that I would go soft blind by the time I was 35 years old. So for the next 4 or 5 years, I just adapted to the blurriness. I just adjusted my life around that until it got to the point where I could no longer ignore it. When I was 21, my cornea ruptured. It felt like a rubber band popped against my eye and then 1,000 sharp needles. The lights were blinding. I grabbed my face and knew I needed to get into darkness. I was completely incapacitated. I was stuck in a dark room for 4 days. My eyes swole shut. I was terrified. Once it opened again, I immediately went to the doctor. They told me I had significant corneal scarring and that the only way to fix my cornea is by transplantation. I've been on the corneal transplant list for a few years now, and I'm still waiting. Since I've lost my vision, I've lost my independence. I'm not allowed to drive anymore. I've lost 2 jobs. I was an avid reader. I love classic literature. I love like Homer and things that can't be read through an audiobook. It's just not the same.
I just can't imagine what she's going through. If I could trade places with her, I would.
It's humbling, it's humiliating.
One of my biggest concerns is how much danger she's in.
If I'm out and I don't know who this person is approaching me, like, I get paralyzed for a second, because it's the fear of the unknown, because I don't know what's past 10 feet, really.
Her life as she's known it is fading.
I don't feel like I would be able to be an active parent because I wouldn't be able to keep up with them.
Well, you do feel helpless. As a parent, it's not a broken arm. It's not a scrape. It's not a boo-boo. This is real. I'm not a doctor. I'm not God. The only way I can fix it is by praying.
Join me now, Krystyn, her mother, Alex, looking at your 2 faces during that tape piece, especially you, Alex, as Krystyn's mom, just holding back tears, watching your daughter go through this.
It's hard. It's very hard. She's played tennis, she's played basketball, she's played softball. She was the only girl on the baseball team. So this is what she's normally accustomed to, and to see all that go away. She's so active, or had been.
Well, and Krystyn, you're only 28, but you know, even right now, tell everyone, when you look at me, what do you see?
I can see, to be completely honest, pale skin, blue. But other than that, I can't see what color your eyes are. I can't tell the depth of how far off your face your nose is. But I can only tell that you have lips because I can see that they're pink, if that makes sense.
And so you're just progressively
Getting worse.
losing your vision. What's the hardest part about that? Okay, take your time.
So, I love to read. Reading is an exploratory thing for me. Like, you can't go as many places physically as you can when you read a book. So to have that part of me taken, that was the most challenging.
Quick aside, you need to talk to kids in school because the way you describe reading was beautiful. I just want you to know that. The way you just described reading. So, regardless of what's been going on with your sight, you're a visionary in many ways. I applaud you for that. What's your greatest fear?
Losing my sight completely, because I do want a family. You need your vision to raise a family. Like, you have children, kids get away from you in 2 seconds. I've lost my little, I have a 6-year-old sister, and I've lost her in the backyard because I can't see past 10 feet in front of me. And my dad has a canal in his backyard. And I just use this as an example. Like, if I was to have a child, I can't see them. Now their life is now hindered because of my disability. So that's my biggest fear, is to have a child but not give them the life that they deserve because I'm stuck in the house.